What's good, YouTube? Today we got another fantasy basketball for y'all today, and I'm gonna just get right into it. Today we're versing my boy. Well, not today, sorry. This 2-week span of All-Star break and just a regular week of the NBA, they combined it because in All-Star break, none of the players are performing. Only a select amount of players are performing. So that way, that is why they had longer than 2 weeks, or sorry, they had longer than a week, because typically a fantasy week is just 1 week, emphasis on the 1 week, but because of the All-Star weekend and that week, that's a break for all the NBA players. So for this, they had 2 weeks for fantasy. So I'm going against one of my boys. It's another rematch, and man, let's hope he somehow figures out a way to beat me, because man, I'm on a heater right now. So let's get right into it. We'll just list off the players that he currently has. Unfortunately, he has a nursery home, or is that the correct term, nursery home, where all his players are basically just injured, or he has basically a hospital. I don't know what you want to call it, but all his players were injured during our matchup, and it was unfortunate because typically around All-Star break, like right the week before, players typically, if they're injured or have any like lingering injury, they'll sit out for that week, and then they'll sit out for the first week when they come back from All-Star weekend. And so, yeah, that was very unfortunate. So half of his players weren't even playing half of the time. But yeah, let me start out. He got Trey Jones from Chicago. Sorry. Tyrese Maxey. God, I couldn't say that. DeMar DeRozan. Diabate, I don't know. Jalen Duren, Ty Jerome, Guy Santos, Jalen Brown, Grayson Allen, Payne Watson, Gillespie, Walker, this guy, Giannis, and then AJ Mitchell. On the first day, he has 6 players playing, and he finishes with 143. So Maxey dropped 36, 3 for DeMar DeRozan. Very unfortunate. DeMar DeRozan used to be a really good player. He is up there in age now, so he's not performing as well. He also plays for the Sacramento Kings, who are terrible. So, DeMar DeRozan typically averages about like 30 fantasy points, give or take. So 3 is very disappointing, especially for him. He had 1 from Diabate, and then 29 for Jalen Duren. Unfortunately for him, not only did injuries affect him, but in this specific game, the Detroit versus Charlotte, which is where Diabate and Duren played, they got in a fight, literally each other, his own team. Well, it's not really his team, but the dude from Charlotte, the dude from Detroit, they got in a fight. They're both suspended for 2 games. So after All-Star weekend, when they came back, they weren't playing because they were suspended. So that's why, as you can see, Duren only has 20 minutes. He would have played more in that game had he not been ejected, because he got ejected in that game as well. So very unfortunate circumstance for him, but hey, man, you hate to see it. All right, on to my team, the better team, of course. You got Cade Cunningham with 53, Trey Murphy, 46, 45 for Kling, 32 for Brun, 37 for Hartenstein, Jalen Suggs with 50. Golly, man, I'm gonna keep saying it again, crazy pull. And then Jeremy Grant with 27. I picked up Jeremy Grant. He's lucky of a poverty man because he's very inconsistent. Like, he averages about 27.5 fantasy, but he just doesn't give it his all, man. And with the Portland Trail Blazers being young and him being kind of like a veteran on the team, he just, I don't know, this hasn't been working out. But he did solid. He got close to his average, if not just barely under, literally like 0.2 or 3 under. But we finished with 290, so we're in the lead right now. February 10th. As you can see, he had 2 players that were injured, I believe, in this day. So he had 25 from Gillespie. That's all he finished with. And then I had Kawhi Leonard 36, 34 for Jabari, 25 for Vassell, 37 for Sengun, finished 132. At this point, I'm just blowing him out. Not much on that day, to be honest. So the third day, Feb 12 or Feb 11, everyone basically plays this week because it's, like I said, this is prior to the All-Star weekend. So you got Tyrese Maxey at 38, 25 for Ivy, 32 for Jaylen Brown, 21 for DeMar, 41 for Ty Jerome, 34 for Guy Santos, 16 for Gillespie, 27 for Nurkic, 20 for this random dude on Sacramento. And then, unfortunately, Giannis, he is out for however long he's going to be out for. So he has him in the IR. So he doesn't even have him this entire matchup. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate, because he averaged like 50 fantasy. He's potential to 100. You know what I'm saying? So he's out. Cade Cunningham, 71. He's been playing out of his mind. Shout out to Detroit Pistons. They're doing really good. They're number 1 in the Eastern Conference, so they're like a really good team. 34 for Murray, 53 for Kawhi, 26 for Jabari, 30 for Klingon, 63 for Suggs. Once again, literally masterclass. 15 for Grant, 41 for Sengun, 55 for Barnes. Did I not say Barnes? No, I didn't. Hardenstein with 25. I finished with 413. And I had way too many players playing, so I had 3 off the bench. That, you know, luckily, aside from Grant, everyone performed. So these players weren't that, you know, they weren't that necessary. And since you can only have, I believe, yeah, that's right, only 10 players playing at the same time, I had to have them on the bench. Feb 12. I think Feb 12, he had nobody playing whatsoever. That's very unfortunate, because I guess he didn't want to drop anyone or whatever it was. And then Klingon 69, 24 for Grant, and then I finished with 93. I'm sure you guys can tell by this, he's not doing very well. Feb 19th. Everyone plays. I don't know what day it is, like if it's like a Friday or Saturday yet, or like a Thursday, Wednesday. I just know the date. So I don't know when All-Star Weekend will start, and you all will see that because, you know, you'll see. So Maxey with 38, 38 for Guy Santos, 22 for DeMar, 23 for Gillespie, 62 for Jalen, 31 for Trey Murphy, 44 for whatever this guy's name is. Finished with 258, not bad. 83 for Cade, golly, man. 25 for Brun, 26 for Kawhi, 37 for Jabari, 24 for Mobley, 19 for Vassell, 36 for Sengun, 29 for Barnes, 17 for Suggs. 296. Killing the game right now. God, man. Feb 12th, 20th. Again, he has nobody playing again. I don't know why. Or, yeah, no, what the heck? I just realized. I didn't know he had nobody playing these days. I had Brun 32, 42 for Kawhi, 31 for Klingon, 9 for Grant. This is what I'm talking about. The inconsistency is insane. 36 for Hardenstein, 24 for Ayton. Finished with 174. Let's see. 21st. And I believe they came back from All-Star break. Could be wrong. I don't actually know. Yeah, so I guess I didn't show it, but it took like a week off. I want to say it right. Yeah, from the 12th to the 19th, that's the week off it kind of took. So yeah, 40 for Grayson Allen, 50 for Maxey, 36 for DeMar, 42 for Jalen Smith. Durant finally gets unsuspended, 48. 38 for Gillespie, 26 for Trey Jones. Ty Jerome, 34. This random dude, 34. Been hooping, I guess. Jordan, 45 for him. At this point, I think I was in the lead by so much that I really didn't care. So I didn't bother changing anybody. But 68 for Cade, 18 for Vassell, 39 for Bari. Sengun with 34, finished with 159. So actually outscored me for once. And the last and final day, it's 66 for Maxey, 48 for Brown, 42 for Santos, 23 for Gillespie, 20 for Smith. Jones 16, finished with 215, and then Brown with 32, 70 for Kawhi, crazy. 58 for Clayton, 39 for Coulibaly, something like that. 23 for Mobley, 29 for Hartenstein, 17 for Aiden. I finished with 268, and as you can see, I ended up blowing him out. Dropped 1,825 points. Shout out me, I'm goated. But he had 2 little duds, 0 and 0. So yeah, very unfortunate. Now your boy moves to 15-2, first in the East. Once again, I'm just going crazy. Next week, I go against my boy, my other boy, I guess you could say, and let's see if he can beat me. I beat him once already, so we'll see if he can beat me. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next time. More content coming soon. Like and subscribe, share the video, whatever you want to do. And peace.